From South Korea, we have this pair who have been extremely successful so far. They had a hard 5-set semi-final against the Sydney Olympic gold medalists. They are the Sydney Olympic bronze medalists, and here are the quote-unquote English pair, who are in fact from Indonesia. Hian and Hian and Flandy Limpele. Now they're struggling as we join it, Hian and Limpele. They've lost the first 2 games. We'll join it at the beginning of the third with the South Korean pair serving.
Well, we need some luck like that, Eng and Flandy.
That's right. Nice drive here, just catching the top of the tape. Maybe that was part of Rex's plans in his little break and interval that they've just had. That's what they've got to do. They've got to work these rallies, be very, very patient out there. You're not going to smash through Tae-kwon very quickly. Try and make them tired. Kim Dong-moon's had a busy week playing 2 events this week, so maybe he is the weak link. You've got to try and force a few errors from him. They're certainly not going to get any errors off Tae-kwon. That was a good reverse drive there from Kim Dong-moon. It was a poor little push just prior to that from Eng. But they're getting a lift a little bit more now, the Indonesians, so hopefully they should have a few more chances. A little bit more pressure on the Koreans now. Not making any sloppy errors now, the Indonesians. That was a bad shot from Tae-kwon.
Yes, suddenly a little glimmer of hope. And the British fans getting behind the adopted British players.
That's right. Good little net shot there from Eng. Kim Dong-moon went for the winner. Not quite on it quick enough. They're definitely getting the net a little bit more now and getting the lift, and that's been basically why they've managed to get a few more points.
No.
Very unlucky. Did everything right there apart from the final shot. Just flying out the back. But they know they've got to get this net now. Again, Eng Hian out the net, cutting the shuttle out, pushing it down the side.
Certainly a change has come over this match.
That's right, there's a few errors now in the Koreans' game. Eng has certainly forced them back off the net a little bit, and they're not having it their own way, taking them on.
Nothing you can do about that.
No, that's one each for this game, so I suppose it's fair, really.
1 second serve.
Can't get tighter than that. I think I should take it back about what I said about Tae-kwon. He's actually given them 2 or 3 easy points in the last few rallies.
And it's catching.
Yeah, that's right. To be fair to Ha, though, he's not really the net player. He's more of the rear court player. But Kim Dong-moon, very good at the net normally. That's a couple of errors. Maybe he's just snatching.
And it looks as if he's got rid of some sort of back brace he was wearing.
Yeah, it looks like he got a back support on. I actually saw Tae-kwon with a back support on yesterday. They've both got their knees strapped up, so they're obviously feeling this floor, the Koreans are.
And Hian and Flandy Limpele have fought back well in this third game, and they have game point. Hope springs eternal. And well, didn't want to concede the serve straight away, but terrific play by Ha.
Superb rally here. Both pairs playing very well. Changing the angle of the shuttle all the time, hitting across the bodies.
And while we have just this pause, Simon, you and Joe obviously looking forward. I know you Swiss Open next week, then the Europeans, and of course the Commonwealth Games coming up in the summer.
Yeah, that's right. We've got quite a busy schedule. We've got a few Grand Prix tournaments out in the Far East in between the Europeans and the Commonwealth Games. So main targets for this year will be the Europeans and the Commonwealths. Flying out to the Swiss Open next week. We really need to use that as a good practice event for the European Championships in about 4 or 5 weeks' time. I'm very glad that Tae-kwon and Kim Dong-moon won't be at either the Europeans or the Commonwealths, to be honest.
But there will be 1 or 2 Indonesians who are now playing for Singapore, and
that's right. Yeah, fortunately the top Indonesian boy who is singles player, Taufik Hidayat, has gone to Singapore. That's in singles, fortunately, so I won't have to play.
It could have an impact, obviously, on the team competition.
It could do, but I don't think Singapore have got enough top players really to affect the outcome of that. Realistically, you're probably looking at Malaysia, England, India to come away with the title this year. Malaysia are very strong in the men, a little bit weaker in the ladies. There'll still be some very good players out there at the Commonwealth Games.
And of course, Kelly Morgan will be defending her singles title, the first Welsh badminton player to win a Commonwealth title.
Yeah, that's right. She doesn't seem to be playing at her best at the moment. She certainly was playing better at the Commonwealth Games and at the Olympics than she is now, but she's got a good 4 or 5 months to get herself ready for that, so hopefully we'll see her playing at her best again. But obviously at the Commonwealths I'll be rooting for all the English.
All right, now Ha and Kim beginning to reassert the authority they had in the first 2 games.
That's right, they've cut the errors out of their game, looking a lot stronger in the mid-court again. As I say that, he plays a weak shot, Kim Dong-moon. Very easy kill there for Flandy. That's probably the worst shot he's played all day.
So important for Eng and Flandy to use this serve to reduce the deficit.
The Indonesians have a natural habit of sitting back and trying to defend. And in the third game, they actually came forward and took that net. Now they've just started to step back a little bit again. They really need to get on top of that tape if they're going to challenge the Koreans. As I say that, they've just done that. They've taken a good serve there, good third shot, put a bit of pressure on the Koreans, forced another error again. Very difficult for the Indonesians to do anything once the Koreans get on the attack. They're very powerful, very quick in the mid-court. It's all about the first 3 or 4 shots in this game. If the Indonesians can get on top of the rallies, then they have a chance.
Well, as we've seen throughout the afternoon, games can go so quickly in the 1st to 7 format, and this one is rapidly running away from Eng and Flandy.
That's right, Tae-kwon can feel that emotion now. He's getting close to victory. Tae-kwon's starting to enjoy this now. He's a very vocal player out there, even more so than I am.
Is that possible?
It is with him. Really, they shouldn't have cleared there. Tae-kwon playing a very strong smash. Across Eng again, no reply. Too good in the mid-court.
6, match point 1.
Flandy letting the shuttle come a little bit late on his drive and Kim Dong-moon on it very early. That was the difference there.
And it's championship point for the champions of 2 years ago.
Second serve.
All week there's been a lot of games lost from being in good positions, so they're certainly not out of this yet. Mind you, simple errors like that, they're not going to get back in this.
Second serve.
Kim Dong-moon just snatching at the shuttle there, trying to win the rally too quickly. Again, a lovely deceptive drive shot from Hian. Sent Tae-kwon the wrong way. Flandy waiting at the net for the easy kill. 2 quick points, they're not far out of this now though. Couple of good serves.
But the serve is conceded.
6-3.
And once again, it's match point to Ha and Kim. 34 minutes, the match has been in progress. Tae-kwon and Kim Dong-moon regain the title they won 2 years ago. And Hian and Flandy Limpele, well, they resisted well, particularly in that third game, but to be honest, they were always second
And
best.
won by Tae-kwon, Kim Dong-moon, Korea.